Here we are posted up on a seated bike. Now, I'm not usually a huge seated bike fan. Not like this is more like an upright seated bike, but I like a more laid back seated bike. But you know what? This one's not too bad. This one's okay. I don't know. I like to have the backrest, so I gotta be extra lazy. But I like to lean back and press into the seat so I can go extra hard. But this one is more of like I lean forward a little bit more, which is okay. You know, sometimes it's nice to be able to sit upright like this and then just chill. So I feel a little bit more upright, and I don't like hunch my back as much when I sit up compared to that. Like when I'm sitting in a lower bike that has like a lean back seat to it, I am definitely like my lower back is like, it's like an L, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm not sitting at like a 90-degree angle, you know what I'm saying? I'm more like curved. My back is like butt and then my upper back, you know? Like I create this like weird U shape instead of a 90-degree angle. Lower back actually isn't getting supported because I'm like lazy. I like to slouch somehow when I'm seated backwards. But this one, you know, like when I'm leaning forward, obviously I'm slouched, but also I have the freedom to sit up when I want to. Sit up nice and tall and try and get the posture in. But I just realized I've been going through this with the resistance at 0. I usually put on the resistance between 7 to 10. So I'll do 10 for a little bit. I try to do 10 for the whole session, but sometimes, you know, like today, like my legs are just dead as is from a leg day. And I probably would have benefited from walking on a treadmill, but I'm on the bike. I'll bump it down to 7 at. We do this for about 20 to 30 minutes. We'll see how long I last because my headphones died, so I can't watch a movie like I usually do. I was so excited. I was gonna watch Interstellar today during this, you know, because I love Interstellar. I've seen it probably 20 times at least. But we'll see how today goes. I might just have to scroll on like Reels or TikTok or something like that with the audio off. So yeah, and I would charge my headphones, but unfortunately I can't because I don't have my case with me because it's in my locker and I'm not going to the locker room. I leave my case in the locker room because it goes in the pocket of my hoodie from my motorcycle. So, but other than that, I mean, I'm just gonna, you know what? This isn't gonna be like a 20 to 30 minute audio of me riding the bike right now, because that would be insane. But just, I don't even know how this looks actually. Give me a second. All right, so I decided to switch it to 1 times, but you know, you can actually see me, so that's okay. I mean, it's a weird angle, but that's fine. We're at 7 minutes now. I scrolled on Reels for a little bit. But this is my form of cardio here. It's just I love sitting on the bike. You know, a treadmill's fine too, but I like to incline the treadmill a little bit. However, I did that too often a little bit ago, and it caused a lot of hamstring and glute tightness for me. Like, because when you're on the incline, you're more bent over because it's like you're walking up a hill, so you're bent over to keep your balance. As long as you're not grabbing the rails. Like if you're grabbing the handles, you can lean back. That kind of takes out the point of it being on an incline. It's like you're just walking straight again, but you know, when you go on an incline, you're not holding on to the handles, and it can kind of make you bend forward a little bit more. And I was doing that every single day as my cardio, but also I was doing it on my leg days as well, even on days where I just smashed my hamstrings and my glutes. So it made it really tough and hurt my like I just got some tightness from it as all, because it was just consistent work on that, you know. It's like wearing like ankle weights to make your hip flexors stronger, but you're wearing them every day for every hour that you're awake. That shit's just tough and will burn those tendons. Same as like a wrist weight, you know what I'm saying? If you're not using it for repetitions and then you're putting it down and letting your muscles rest and recover, you're actually just gonna end up hurting your tendons, I believe. You know, because wearing those things all day, every day, they're just gonna tie your tendons out, you know? And your muscles, like, you're probably not getting enough chance to grow if you're just wearing it all day, every day. But that's not from a study or anything like that I read. That's just from my mind. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Let's say you gotta sleep for 8 hours a day, right? Let's just call it blanket 8 hours. Ideally 9, but 8. So for 16 hours of the day, if you were working out at the gym and you were working out the same muscle group for 16 hours a day, not even nothing heavy, you're just doing curls with a 2.5 pound weight for 16 hours of the day. Even though you have the sleeping is your recovery time, your bicep tendon is going to be so sore from getting the consistent amount of work that you're getting. Because think about it like this, right? Here's how I think about it, because sorry, cardio, you know, I'm running out of breath while I'm talking, but at my job, I use my biceps a lot, specifically one bicep because I'm holding on to a handle and using the handle to brace. I'm riding a pallet jack, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So when I'm holding on to that, my bicep's getting a lot of work because I'm always just flexing the bicep to try and pull myself back onto the machine when I have to stop hard and like that. So I'm getting that consistent work 3, 4, 5 times a week. But even then, I still come to the gym and my bicep tendon is sore. So instead of pushing it, and I'm like, oh, you know, well, I still have to work it out, I chill because the bicep tendon is sore. I don't want to push it further than it's already at because at the end of the day, sometimes the tendons are going to be the limiting factor. It's not even my bicep that is sore, it's the tendon. And the tendons are like, you kind of don't want to push those. Like if you guys seen the videos of somebody trying to pec, that's because their muscles outgrew their tendons. So, you know, and this isn't always the case, but like there's this one video that I have in mind. There's a guy on an incline press and he's going for really heavy weight. I don't remember how much it was, but it was really heavy weight for him. And as he's going up, you see his pec tendon tear, the one that attaches to the humerus, tears right here, and then it just balls up. You know what I'm saying? That's a pec tear. So when that happens, that's typically, and you know, this happens, I want to say, more so often to somebody who is using performance-enhancing drugs. It's not always performance-enhancing drug use people, you know. Regular people that don't use PEDs can tear their tendons, happens all the time. But under load like that, when it's a weight that you probably should be able to do muscular-wise, you're just outgrowing your tendons at that point, you know what I'm saying? So that's why you don't want to be doing, like, you don't want to have like the weights in your ankles for the entire day if you're not doing repetitions with it and then leaving it to where your tendons can rest and recover, you know, because you're working the muscles out, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of like the same thought process of like healing your patellar tendons or strengthening them, you know what I'm saying? Nobody's telling you to walk around on your toes with your knees bent, with your knees in front of your toes the entire day, because that's going to put more of the weight on your tendons, and because you're doing that the entire day, you know, they're going to get strong fast. No, you're just going to wear them out super quick. Whereas if you do repetitions in the gym of like body weight sissy squats, then, you know, or a heel elevated knee in front of toe squat, you're doing repetitions of that and then you're letting it rest for the rest of the day and not doing a particular movement like that again, or on purpose I should say, then like then you're actually going to get some growth and strength coming into the tendons, where if you're doing it the entire day, they're not going to recover, they're not going to get stronger. I'm not saying this as a matter of fact, I'm just saying this, like, most likely you're not giving them enough time to recover, you know what I'm saying? So this is just going to become a yap session. I don't even know how much time is left. I have about 10 minutes of recording time left. We're at 12:54 on the bike right now. I'm working up a sweat again. I had a pretty good sweat earlier, just from the leg day. I was like, man, I'm kind of getting sweaty, you know? It's hot in this gym right now. It's busier than normal as well, but this video right here, this is going to be coming out the day that I'm recording it. I'm going to go home and edit this and then ship it out, but this is after my leg day. That's going to come out tomorrow. So, you know, I didn't expect this video to be longer than it is right now, you know, but here we are just talking. I got nothing better to do. You know, if I had headphones that weren't dead, I'd probably be watching a movie or something like that right now, but I don't have headphones that are dead. So now you guys get to watch me stare into your soul the whole time while I do my cardio, you know? And it's probably not great practice to try and talk while you're doing cardio. I'm gonna bump this up a couple levels. I bumped it down to 8 during the break, but you know, just for funsies, I guess. Makes the cardio more interesting. But yeah, I was working up a pretty good sweat, and it's probably because wearing the sweatpants on top of shorts. I didn't get a pose down for the video tomorrow, so sorry. But I was wearing sweatpants on top of shorts that I was wearing, so. But at the end of my leg day session, I went to go over to do the pose down. I was like, nah. There's people over my pose down area, and I was like, it's gonna look really weird if I set up a camera and I just pull my sweatpants down. So I just did it kind of more discreetly, but I did hit a a stretch. I don't even know what it's called. It's where you put so you face away from a wall and you put your knee against the wall and you put your leg up against the wall. So your shin is parallel with the wall, almost touching the wall. And then you put your other foot up and you try to stretch the hip towards the ground. I did that stretch because I heard some good things that it might help with lower back pain, which is not out of the realm of possibility, you know, because if you have over tight quads, that can pull your pelvic tilt kind of out of place and create lower back pain. But I wanted to give it a shot, you know. I'm willing to do quite a few things to help the lower back pain, especially if I can get it healthy again. It's not even in a bad spot, but I know that if I start deadlifting and RDLing again, that it's going to go into the dumps. So that's why I'm trying to heal it as best I can right now, to where I just have no pain in the lower back at all, which is almost unheard of for people that have had back pain before, you know, healing it completely. But gotta give it a shot, you know what I'm saying? So, whew. But yeah, I found out that my left hip, oh my goodness gracious, bro, I couldn't even get my other foot up. I had to do the stretch with my both knees in the ground and just kind of press down into it, because damn, I was tight, so tight. Like the second I brought my leg up, I was like, damn, you know. But you hold it for 30, 45 seconds, 1 minute, and towards the end you get looser. So this bike is starting to do wonders on me right now, though. I'm starting to get out of breath. My lips are a little chapped. I'm probably a little dehydrated. Let's talk about why I didn't post a longer video yesterday. So I was gonna go to the gym. Let's see. I had a little lunch I was going to. Lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it. It was a long breakfast, brunch type thing. So I was gonna go super early when I woke up, but I missed my alarms when I woke up because I was like, yeah, I can get 4 hours of sleep and be all right. Because I had a break in the middle of the day where I wasn't gonna be able to get like an hour nap. But I didn't. I slept through my alarm, so I didn't hit this leg day, but I hit today. Yesterday, I didn't do it. So I was like, damn. And then I was like, okay, I'll do a talking video for the day, and that'll be it. But by the time the lunch was over, I was falling asleep at the lunch. So I was like, fuck it. We're just gonna go ahead and say fuck it and take a nap. And hopefully I'll wake up with enough time to go to the gym. Nope, the nap took longer than I expected, so no gym after the nap. And then after the nap, it was national championship time. Like I explained in yesterday's video, I'm a Notre Dame fan, so, you know, super proud of the season they had. And if you don't follow college football, then you probably don't care what I'm talking about or don't know what I'm talking about. That's fine. But if you do, and you're gonna clown that I'm a Notre Dame fan, don't care, you can. I mean, I'm gonna be straight real with you. I might delete your comment. I might not. If it's funny, then it's funny. You know, I can't do shit about that. But if it's in bad taste, then whatever. But I'm just super happy with the season that they did end up having, especially after the NIU loss, because I wrote them off. I have a Twitter. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because it's my personal Twitter. But I tweet about Notre Dame football like once a year. So I tweeted that, like, that coach, Marcus Freeman, for the team, he was good enough to coach you to a win against a team like A&M, but also will coach you to a loss against a team like NIU. And it happened a couple of times. It happened to a team like Marshall, you know what I'm saying? Lost to Marshall as well. So when that happened, I was pretty disappointed. And it was scarily becoming a pattern where he coached you up in these big games to win or be super close in a big game. But then in the really low games where you should just kind of go out there and have no problems winning, he'll coach you to a close win or a close loss. And it's like, damn, how does that happen? But then after that loss, something special happened. They went on a rampage. They destroyed every team in their path, every team. Even in close games, they found a way to bring it out and win by two scores. Like USC. USC was a close game, and although they weren't like nationally ranked this year towards the end of the season, they're still a good team that faces Notre Dame. They still had a bunch of talent, and it's their rival. USC is Notre Dame's rival, you know, one of their rivals, you know what I'm saying? So having something like that, you know, that was a good season to watch. I'm proud to be a Notre Dame fan, because even in the national championship, the last time Notre Dame plays in the national championship, they got blown out by Alabama. Blown out. But this season, they were getting blown out. And you know what? I had given up on them. I stopped watching the game. I stopped watching the game when it was 31-7. I was like, I'm done, dude. It's like, I'm not going to watch them lose yet another football game, yet another national championship, yet another playoff game. But something special happened. They didn't stop fighting, which is a fantastic sign under Marcus Freeman. Because under Brian Kelly, sorry, this is going to become a sport talk for a little bit. Under Brian Kelly, that was not the case. Brian Kelly, he could never keep Notre Dame in close games like that or win them. So Marcus Freeman, though, the boys believed in him. And boys, Notre Dame, them fighting Irish believed in Marcus Freeman. So they fought and they fought and they fought, and they actually brought it back to a one-score game and brought it really close. And it's disappointing the outcome that it is, but you know what? It was good to see that they didn't stop fighting, even though they were getting blown out, dude. I'm glad to see they didn't stop fighting, but disappointing end. So after that, I didn't really feel like filming a whole video because I was down in the dumps, you know what I'm saying? As every sports fan is when their team loses a big game like that. I'm also a 49ers fan, if you didn't know. So that's back-to-back years where my team lost a championship game. 49ers lost Super Bowl last year. Notre Dame loses the Natty this year, whatever. But I was like, all right, cool. Well, I still got to post the video, so that's why the video is 1 minute long talking about my back day. And it was really bad, but other than that, I don't know how much time is left on the phone, so I'm at 21 minutes, just over. I'm at 21 minutes and 10 seconds. So I'm going to spend this last 9 minutes ramping it up a little bit, going a little bit faster, breaking up even more of a sweat, and getting out of here. But other than that, you know, this is going to serve as the truck talk because I haven't been taking the truck to the gym lately. I've been taking the bike. So other than that, I appreciate y'all for watching, and I hope to see y'all next time.